Okay, we're back. Okay, let's see where I'm at. Okay, I'm gonna redo this. Tray and okay. So if I show, okay, now can the client see it? Yep, the client can see it. Alright. So what I'm going to do, let's go to the apartment. Move this like this. Rotate it 90. And then kind of push it down. I just added static mesh inside of the apartment to spawn the lease agreement thing. Give me 1 second. Okay, yeah, so and then inside of the apartment component, the BPC apartment component, I get apartment ref. So what I did is I get the character, get overlapping actor, which is the BP apartment for each loop, get a ref. We call in the interface, check to see if it's valid. If it is, we return them. So that's what give us get apartment. Hey, look, the everything should be labeled, man. Let me show you. Hold on. Look, they all should be labeled. See, there go. There go. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? So it's like 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. This is what we did yesterday. Okay, this is the part we did yesterday. So the stream, I named the stream 18 because technically, yeah, this is part 18. So that's why I named it part 6, number 18. Okay. What am I doing? Okay, hold on. Okay, so for the lease location that we added inside, which is the static mesh, we added inside of the BP apartment. In the BPC apartment, now let's see, get world rotation, get world rotation. I didn't remember if I wasn't 15. I said, hey, you may have to go look where you finish. You know what I'm saying? Like where you, what you have in your project. That way you know if you finish or not. Okay. Man, I drank this. Okay, so let's promote this. List ref. Make it obligated. So now if I go and like this, say tray, and if you return and I spawn it, right, you can see the list right there, okay, on the table, and the client can see it as well. There you go, the client can see it. So now there's another thing that I need to add and to the lease, BP lease, I need a reference. Let's say temp, which is temporary tenant, and this would be actor. And the reason why I'm doing that is because if we have multiple people inside of the building, we don't want somebody to just come in and snatch this list, you know what I'm saying? And trying to get an apartment like that. So we want to make sure the list belongs to whoever is sitting on the chair or in the chair, okay? Alright, ready, set. Show lease. Okay, let me add some comments because I'm getting confused. This is close unit container. Yeah, because I'm kind of getting confused. And this is the update price with the same. And that's the, okay. Update unit price. And what this is. Search tenant BTN price or whatever. Okay, and like that. Okay, and return to main menu. And after this stream, I think I'm gonna go back to doing regular videos. Hopefully I can. But if not, we might have to continue doing it like this. And first name input. Okay. And this one is show lease BTN. BTN. Put it right there. Show lease BTN. Okay. And what is this? Build apartment. Okay, cool. Okay. Okay. So inside of the lease, we got the actor. Make sure it's instant editable and expose on spawn. And then down here, when we're doing that, we just refresh. And then we get shouldn't we have the tenant? I forgot about my ref. Oh, that's the ABC. Okay, well, we can just pass tenant right here. And then in the button down here, tenant, we get the tenant ref. Get tenant ref. Yeah, we should already have it. Tenant ref, where are you? Door, apartment ref. Where is the tenant? What the? Where is? Oh, I didn't promote it to available? I guess not. Tenant ref. And let's make it replicated. Okay. And in here, we just pass the tenant ref. Because what I'm going to do, I want to make sure when somebody's picking it up or interact with it, that it belongs to them. So in the lease, on the box collision, begin play, overlap. It's JC character, and let's see if tenant is equal to this. Wait. Oh yeah, that should be fine. But wait, that's not going to work because when the tenant walks out of it, or maybe we should just take this. You know what? Let me hide some of these collisions so I don't get confused. Okay. Lease location. Let's move it and rotate it 0 and push it over there. That way, even if I do this, and show it. Yep, it just excuse me. It just put it right there, so that way the tenant always gonna be inside of the box, right? Yeah, and he can just say, okay, you know what? Let me sign this. Like that. And then that's the chair. Let me go and hide the cube. Box, hidden again, set the true. Okay. Okay. Does this thing even have any other thing? Oh, okay, I guess. Okay. That's the chair. We don't need that right now. We don't need yeah, let me give Trey back his felonies record. Let me get Trey back his record and wait, what? Hold on. Oh, okay. DOP address, photo icon, unique ID, case number. Let's see it. Okay. There's bad number. Warrant, felony. Okay. So apartment, BP lease. Okay. See if it's equal to that. If it is, say print string. Yes. Okay. If I go and do tray. Yeah, okay. Why is it showing here? This should only show in the result, inside of the result, but let me do this. Okay, so it's the same. Okay, cool. But let's go and fix this. Hide, show. Why are you here? Collab. Okay, but we might as well just inside the felony, we might want to add a return. Ooh. Vertical box. Let's add it in here. Size box. Place it in here. Oh, it's locked. Return. ETN. Okay, and then this one say main menu. And if we click on this, we should pretty much do the same thing. So if you return, if yeah, if it shows that he has a felony, we will attend to the main menu. Just do this. Yep. Okay. So let me go back and put this the way it was. The entry. So if we don't have any tenant, we can't even search nobody. Okay. Let's do what happened to the lease when we click it. You fix it? Did you end up fix that problem? Okay, set it to true. If you can interact with it, set it to false once we leave. You can do this. Okay, so now if we bring this guy over here, and then I need to not make it a felony. I fixed it. It was a stupid mistake by me. See, remember what I told you? Remember what I told you all this time? I said, sometimes it's not me, man. Sometimes it could be you. You probably just made one simple mistake, and then it's messing with your stuff. Okay, this guy, he has a record, and then we can just let's put it. No, it's not funny. This same occurred on the bank, and it was almost the same thing. I'm telling you, man, it's that easy to make the mistake, and then you go crazy. That easy. So let's do Trey. And if you want to make these case sensitive, you can also make them case sensitive. Okay, he has a felony, but because this one is checking to see if he has any record. Okay. So if he has felony, wait a minute. But this is not. It is a felony. What the hell? Tweak it. Trey. Now this should say it should show me the least thing. Okay. Now if I hit that, right, and then now you see he sees the list over there. Yeah. And then he can come in. He can interact with it. So now on the leash, let's remove all of this. And it was not you because I added the possibility to use me. See, I'm telling you, man. IA interaction. If this is true, now we need to create a widget to show the agreement. But there's one more thing that I want to do. I want to be able to choose which apartment that we are renting this guy. Because, hold on, I gotta sneeze. Because, let's see if he can't do anything in this. Let's try it with the client now. If the client can spawn things. Yep, the client can spawn it as well. Yep, there you go. Now me, if I'm in here and I press E, what the? Wait, why am I interacting with him? Okay, I need to use another button then. Here's the keyboard to, but it shouldn't be able to do that though. Shouldn't be able to do that. Let's do. Let's get him. Put him over there. And do Trey. right? Let's put 3 over there and then spawn the list so 3 can see the list. No, 2. Oh damn it, 2 is already doing something. I most likely won't be able to wait. Oh, of course not. Of course not. I am acting. Okay. Get player controller. We need to do enable input. Let's hope that's the problem. True. Player controller. Disable input. Okay. Let's try it one more time. One more time. One more time. Show the list. Hello, let's see. Yeah, okay, it's working. But I need to move away from the chair. Hey, why is it? How big is the chair thing then? Okay. Now you got me thinking. Should I leave it over there? Nah, because I still do need the thing to be. Let's go make this smaller. Because this is only a static, just for show. Jeez, this is still 2. Let's move the chair like right there. That way you can kind of see the person that you're talking to. Okay, so we have the client come over there. Now he's not interacting with the chair. And let's say tray. Show the list, right? And then if the client click E, okay, it's saying hello. Now he can interact with the list. Nice. Okay, chair, let's hide that. I don't want to see it. Can't close it. Close this. And then inside of the BPC apartment as well, what's this? Oh, okay. Play the get up from the chair animation. So we know what this is. And this is show the release function. This is showing the lease. Yeah, like that. So now we need to create, what is this? and hide apartment office widget. I know you guys don't want to watch me do these, but trust me. Okay, create server, create lease widget. And then client, create lease widget. And let me go see something real quick. Not now. Leasing agreement simple. Open image. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to copy this or mimic this. Somehow, somewhat. I'm not gonna sit there and do the whole thing, but I'm gonna try. Create, no, lease UI. Size box. Border and wrap with the border. And this one, let's say about 800 by 800. Okay. And let's add a vertical box. Let's add a scroll box. Set the fill. Let's give the scroll box a padding of 15 or maybe 30. Yep, like that. And let's add a text. Get black. Should we get download black? And center, and this text can say, oops, ready then lease agreement. Let's make it 30. All right. And let's wrap this with a vertical box. Let's add a border and wrap with a size box. And let's do 400 by 2. In the border, let's make it black. Top, let's do 10. 3. Nice. 6. 5. Okay, so, and then, excuse me. This is L header, release header. And then we can just log this for now. Now let's go back here and say create widget. Nope. create widget, release UI, release UI, and release UI. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna share this project so that way when we start again, you guys can have a reference to what I'm doing. But I know some of you have your own style, you don't even want to use mine, but it's okay. Add to viewport, but that could be a good reference to go back to if you messed up. This UI, get player controller, and we can say set show mask cursor to true. And for me, I don't want the player to be moving around when they open this. So I can say set input mode to game only. Right. And I say release UI open. I don't even need that since that's not how I'm gonna close it. I'm not gonna use a toggle, so I don't even need that. Client, create this UI. Okay, so instead of here, if it's true, we character replicate. We can say get the character, make sure it's valid, and if it is valid, we can say get BPC ABC, which is the apartment component. And we can say server create lease widget. So now if the client is over there and I go over here, client search, and then show me the list, and I can press E. Wait, did I say, why am I in here? I can come over here and press E, and it's showing me the list. Alright, so there's gonna be the lease agreement, right? And then we're gonna add more stuff, and then we can scroll. There's gonna be a little checkbox that you need to check to agree, and then once you check that checkbox, it's gonna be a button that appears, and then you can click it, and once you click it, that's when the apartment gonna be yours. Okay, that's when you'll be able to go and open your doors and do what you do. But we need to go back to the lease, the L header. Let's put padding tab 15, 10, 10. Okay. So now you can just, this is the part where you just play around with just with what you want to do with it. You can just but I'm gonna do a few, that way you guys can can see what I'm talking about. Let's add a whole a vertical box first, and let's call this container. Right, and then with this we can add a horizontal box, and then let's add a text at the top first, right there. and this gonna say, let's make it black. Let's see, make it 18, and this gonna say the parties or whatever. Okay, like that, and then this is intro or whatever, and then in the horizontal box or under that you can add another text and make this 12, and this can be padding, let's say 5. Let's put more at the top, 10 at the top, and you can say this is this resi show lease agreement made on and then we can wrap this with another horizontal box and then add another text, and this text can be the, let's say 12, 25, 20, 25. It's gonna be the agreement thing, and then left will be 15, made on this date, and then we can change the color of this one so that way we can tell the difference, right? Like that. That's gonna be the date, and then header, let's put a bottom let's say 50. Okay, and then you can customize this, add as many text as you possibly want. Okay, but for me, I'm just gonna do these, right? Hold on, let's put bottom at 15. But for me, I'm just gonna keep adding these, right, like that, and then you can just customize this and add your own thing. And then let's do a checkbox, add it to the scroll box, agreement box. Okay, let's wrap this with a size box, and let's do 40. I may not even want to have to do that. And let's go size. Is it 30? 30. Yep. For all of them. When it's checked, when it's disabled, all of them, put 30. And you can also change the color and everything. And let's go like that. And for the unchecked, let's change the color. What's this? The style, we're gonna do 3. Let's keep it like that. And then when it's checked, that's unchecked. That's unchecked, and that's check image. We're gonna make it green. Okay. And let's add a. Let me go to the UI, the least UI, because these are the buttons are right here already. Let's go with this. Copy. And inside of the scroll box, and we're gonna say big agree. Oh, what the? Let's see. Accept and agree, or whatever you want to say. ETN and padding to the top. Let's give it a padding to the top about like 15, and let's not add any padding. But if let's make this a little, let's say 850. The scroll box, let's do 20, and so we can give this top padding about 10, like that. Okay, and by default we're gonna set this to collapse by default, and then when this is checked, change. Let's go to the apartment. You can say server check agreement box. And we can say client check agreement box. And we can say agree. Trying to see if that's gonna work. Okay, let's do this like that. And in the least UI, we get the character. Get UPC AP apartment. And we can say server check agreement. But wait, let me see. Print agreement, right? Let's print this. This guy's searching, and then he show me the list, and I go over here and I check the list. It says true, it says false. True, false, true, false. Okay, cool. That's what I wanted. and let's promote this to a variable and call it agreed. And for that particular button, we can just bind it to this. See if it's agreed to true. If it's true, we show it. But if it's false, we collapse it again. So let's go over there. If it's true, here you go, we show the button. If it's false, we hide the button. If it's true, we show the button. But you, like I said, you can add as many stuff as you want in here. Okay, so whenever if we hit agree and we click that, then this is when we need to whichever apartment that we are renting the person, we need to let them know this is where we need to assign the apartment to them. So now how are we going to do that? Because in the lease we should have the specific apartment that we're trying to rent them. Let's say I'm trying to see. Okay, what we're going to do is in the leasing thing, what we do in the lease, we need to okay, let me show you what I'm talking about. When we're doing this, go in here. Where we're doing the show the lease, here we should have a list of available apartment, and then when we click it, when we show that list, we pass it through. We pass it through the stuff, right? That way, when they click the button again, then they will get a copy of it or a version of it. Okay, so let's see how we're going to do this. Okay, so that's the agreement. And matter of fact, the first one, this right here, let's call this apartment price, and let's put like, where's the, okay, let's say $8,000. Okay, so that way they know what this is. Okay, this is an agreement, whatever between apartment this and that, and then it can be like for X amount of money, you know, like this. Oh no, not you. Or is it this? Yeah, and then put this in between, and then we can say apartment, let's say 3. Right, they're renting apartment 3, and let's say 15. Right, so what's gonna happen is if he goes over here and I'll run the background. Okay, it's running. show it now, like right there. What the? Why you still be able to run? Come on. And then yeah, so you see, pretty much it's gonna say, okay, well we excuse me, we're going to rent this apartment number 3 for $8,000, and then when we click that, then we're gonna take everything and do what we need to do. Okay, cool. So that's how we're going to do it. And matter of fact, we need to go to the apt UI, not this, not the leasing. We need to go inside of the office, and so we don't need to see the felony one. Crime, hide this. We need to see this one, because inside of this, the vertical box, we're gonna add another vertical. Now let's add a uniform. Should I add a uniform grid or vertical? Now let's add a vertical box to make it simple. And say apartment list question mark. No, not question mark. What the hell? Apartment list. Turn it to a variable. And let's give it a pattern of 10, like that. Apartment list, and I believe unit list should already have something similar to that. Okay, apartment. Customer UI, no. Lease default, apartment will come, crime. Yeah, I think that's the one. Okay, so let's copy this. No, we just need to duplicate this and say available. Container list, like that. Excuse me. And then inside of the office, in here, instead of a scroll box, instead of this scroll box, matter of fact, let's do that. List grid. Make this. And what's the name of this? Apartment container. Apartment container inside of this. You can add apartment container like that. We're gonna modify this a little bit, and then it's gonna be like showing the list of the apartment that we have. That's a scroll back, right? Let's set the scroll back to fill. So we'll be able to add. Wait, what? Why is it not scrolling? Yeah, it should be able to scroll, but we're gonna keep it like this. So this is gonna be the list of apartments that we have, and it's gonna be apartment number, and then this is gonna be price. Yep, like that in the apartment button. Okay, cool. And then can we? Yep, we already have everything set up. We have the apartment info, name, price, index, and everything that we need set up. We already have them. That way, when we, like, if we, let me show you, like that. If this dude come over here and he do this, say Trey, all right. Yeah, I mean, the name won't show because it doesn't have any whatever detail. So when we click this, it's gonna pass it through this button, right? And then when we click show list, right, and then this is when the client come over here and then it says, okay, let me see the list, and then they look around, they click, and this one where they see how which apartment they're renting, how much, and then they can read to the agreement or whatever. And when they click agreed, we're gonna take whatever we pass through the thing, and then we're gonna set the necessary information, right? And then we need to remove it from here, right? Because we rent that particular apartment to the customer or whatever, right? So, but for now, this is where I'm going to stop for now, and hopefully I see you in the next one. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch up with you later.